Hello everyone, thanks for joining us here on Horizon. I'm Rob McClendon. Well, according to a recent study, Oklahoma has one of the highest child homeless rates in the entire nation, with almost 50,000 homeless youth here in the state. Around 3/4 of these children are in temporary living situations rather than actually sleeping on the street, but still no permanent roof over their head. Joining me now to look at some of the work underway to help solve this issue is our Courtney May.
Children shifting between homes can struggle to find a stable life, and the situation they are in most likely isn't a result of their own actions. Bridges is a program in Norman that helps high school students who are homeless get back on their feet. This program allows students who maintain a job, school attendance, and good grades the opportunity to have a stable living situation and support system around them. Nearly 1 in 19 Oklahoma kids are homeless. Yet a common misconception about the homeless population is that they are all living on the streets, which is not the case. Deborah Crittenbrink is the director of Bridges in Norman, a program that is giving these homeless youth a second chance.
They're often kind of a hidden population. They're couch surfing, they're staying with friends. Some of them are on the streets, not all of them, and so it's a very elusive population to find.
Now, we are unable to show any of the current children in the Bridges program because some of their lives could be in danger. But these children go through a selection process to be placed in an apartment where they live on their own. They are required to maintain a job, pay a sliding scale rent, and attend school.
Right now, most of the students are here for two reasons. Either they were kicked out when they turned 18 for lack of room, lack of resources on their parents' part, or their parents themselves are homeless and they chose to put their kids in a better space.
Dylan Dawson is a Bridges graduate and credits his life success to the program.
I was wandering around. I didn't necessarily have a stationary single place to stay. Things were very unstable for me. Planning from day to day or into any kind of longer term plans was a very difficult thing for me to do. I was spotty in terms of being able to keep up my health and going to the dentist or the doctor, things to that extent. And Bridges really gave me the stability that I needed.
Dawson says Bridges prepared him for living on his own in college.
What surprised me was how much more prepared I was for some of those small things that you might not necessarily think about than many of my peers. You'll be surprised how many people didn't know how to do laundry or cook for themselves or anything like that, or simply just being able to live on their own.
Yet Dawson says the number one thing Bridges does for homeless youth is allow them to believe in themselves, which is something some have never done before.
I think the main problem whenever you get into bad circumstances such as homelessness is imprisoning yourself mentally, putting your own boundaries on yourself and what you can do. At the point where someone believes that they are incapable of being able to aspire to something greater, they're never going to. And that's part of the importance of Bridges, is giving us a platform to be able to believe in ourselves again.
So Courtney, what are the qualifications for a young person to enter into the Bridges program?
Well, Bridges has 20 units available on site, and they're apartments, and these students can come in if you're in the Norman Public School District from age 14 to 21. They can come in, do an interview, and as long as they're mature enough and the staff believes that they can maintain a job, attend school, and pay their rent, then they're qualified to live in these apartments.
All right, thanks so much, Courtney. It's a huge help for a lot of lives. Thanks so much. Now, when we return, the story of a young Oklahoman who's working to repay some of the help she's been given with taxpayer savings.